Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Danny from CatchForChrist.net, and today we're going to be memorizing Isaiah chapter 54, verse 4. As always, we're going to be using the Scripture Typer Bible Memory System app. I think it's a great app, and it's pretty straightforward, but please see the first video on this playlist for a more in-depth tutorial on how I like to get the most out of this app from my point of view. This is the home screen. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to hit My Verses, hit the plus sign, and then hit New Verse. You'll choose whatever book of the Bible you'll be in. So today we're in Isaiah. You'll type in the chapter and verse notation, just one verse today. You can choose different English translations, and you can also choose to categorize your verses into different collections. Once you do all that, just hit Import Verse Text, and it should appear below, and hit Save. Scroll down to wherever that verse is located, and then we'll start the three-step process. First step is type it. Now, typing it just entails hitting the first letter of each word, and the word should change from gray to black. So do not be afraid, you will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Isaiah 54:4. Once again, do not be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Isaiah 54:4. And I like to do each step at least 3 times. Do not be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Isaiah 54:4. Now the second step is memorize it. So now the app's going to take away half the words. So now you're essentially filling in the blank. But you're still going to hit the first letter of each word, even if it's not visible. So do not be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Isaiah 54:4. Now on the second step, when you make a mistake, it'll buzz and turn red like usual, but it'll also leave behind a heat signature so you know where you made a mistake last time. Also, every other time you do the second step, which is called memorize it, it'll alternate which half of the words that are visible, as you can see. So do not be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Isaiah 54:4. One more time. Do not be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Isaiah 54:4. And the last step is master it. You're going to try to type the whole verse without any on-screen helps. So do not be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Do not fear disgrace. You will not be humiliated. You will forget the shame of your youth and remember no more the reproach of your widowhood. Isaiah 54:4. And there you have it. So after, reciting it 6 times in a row, typing it in different ways, for me at least, I start to hear my own voice in my own head, and I start to visualize the words before I even type them. And there's the muscle memory that's kicking in from typing it with my thumbs, the same way. So just many different ways you're interacting with the verse. I think reciting it is really important because you're reciting, you're reading, you're hearing yourself recite, you're typing what you're reading. So it's many different ways you're interacting with the passage all at once. And if you just keep doing it over and over, and it'll take like 5 minutes or 10 minutes if you want some more practice, but this can really help you ingrain the verse in your head right off the bat. And then we review these verses in the future. It'll be easier to remember what you memorized the first day. Now, once you hit 100% accuracy, I always recommend that you hit 100% at least 2 more times. So try to get it 3 times at 100% accuracy on the first time you learn the verse, and I think that'll help you a lot in the long run. And it's always important, as I always say, to read verses in their context to get a better idea of what the text is saying. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. This is Danny from CatchForChrist.net. Have a great day, and God bless.